Hello, hello, it's Alexandra. Today's video is on creating meaning, and I want to start off with a passage from The Power of Patience by M.J. Ryan. It's a book that I read recently, all on the power of patience. And she writes, Mother Teresa was visiting a factory in India where she happened to notice a man in the corner happily humming and assembling screws. "What are you doing?" she asked. "Making airplanes," he replied. "Airplanes?" she inquired. "Yes," he said, "because without these tiny screws the plane cannot fly." I love this story. It reminds me that when work feels like drudgery, it can help to remember our place in the overall scheme of things. This man understood the importance of his contribution, no matter how small, and therefore could patiently tackle his task. So I love this story for so many reasons. I love the visual of this man happily humming, assembling screws, feeling like he's creating airplanes. And I just think it's such a beautiful reminder that we can all create meaning in our lives. We can wake up every single morning and create our days and say, you know, what am I creating? What am I a part of? What is the big vision of my life? And why am I doing what I'm doing? You know, the little tasks like assembling screws. We could go through our life with all the little tasks, assembling screws, and be upset and be like, I should be flying airplanes, not assembling screws and just, you know, fighting it. Or we could happily hum while we're assembling the screws and doing our daily tasks with enthusiasm and joy and optimism, and also really honoring that everything that we do, the energy that we bring to everything that we do, is a contribution. So why not contribute delightful, happy energy? And even if you're not in a job that you love, and maybe you are doing something that you love, whatever you're doing in your day-to-day life, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the energy that you bring to it. So if you even are doing something that you're super passionate about, there's times where you have things that you need to get done, and why not happily hum, realizing that you're building something, you are creating something, you are manifesting, fulfilling a dream, and part of that is assembling the screws. That is a very key component of making your visions come true. And if you're working in a job that you don't like, you can still find meaning. Why are you there? What is your vision? What's your contribution? What are your gifts? What are your talents? How can you give your energy, your positive energy, and your essence to the workplace that you're at? You know, instead of being one of the workers that hates their job and is upset, why don't you bring the enthusiasm? Why don't you bring the happiness, the happy, bring the happy and the optimism, rather than being frustrated. So I just think this is a beautiful reminder that everything we do every day is a contribution, and to remember that, and that you do make a difference. I know that a lot of times we think, are we even really making a difference in our lives? Are we making a difference in our families, in our communities' lives, in the world? And the answer is yes. You could be working in a factory and assembling screws, feeling like you are creating and knowing that you are creating airplanes, because the airplanes cannot fly without the screws. That's beautiful. It gives me chills. It's very cool. So just a reminder this week to take on your assembling screws tasks with joy and optimism, and stay connected to your bigger vision, stay connected to your gifts, stay connected to who you are and what you want to contribute to the world. And have a gorgeous day and a wonderful week. Mwah!